Okay.
Skitty-bit-bop-bop.
And quiet in the set, please.
No que no.
No one look at me. Look away. Welcome back, everybody, to Eating Good Pod. My name is Marisol.
I'm Sam.
I'm David.
And I'm Oscar.
And this is a podcast where we try out new food places every week, as well as talk about other topics that come up. This week, it was Oscar's turn. Take it away, Oscar.
Thank you. This week, we went to Club 185. Their About Me on their website says, Club 185, a true neighborhood bar serving since 1954 when it was known as a local speakeasy. Located in German Village, Club 185 features a menu of quality casual comfort food and full bar. But their menu says, Club 185 has provided all made from the scratch menu items since our opening in 2000. We use in-house and family recipes with only the best ingredients. Let's talk about our appetizer that we got there. So we got their fried cheese curds, which is a Blue Jacket dairy cheese curd with a honey mustard sauce. I really like those cheese curds.
I concur. Good cheese curds.
Heck
You can't go wrong with frying cheese.
Ooey
Was that
gooey.
mozzarella?
It was cheese curd.
No,
It says Blue Jacket Dairy.
I
Cheese
just
curd.
said that.
I feel like cheese curd is its own cheese. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what type
Intern,
of
please
cheese
look
is
up the
that.
origin of cheese curds. What cheese is in cheese curds? Thank you.
But like I was saying, you can't go wrong with frying cheese. It was so warm and delicious on the inside. It was stretchy. And also, I've never tried honey mustard before, and I love honey mustard.
That's so wild that you've never had honey mustard
No,
before.
but it's so delicious because like I like mustard, but only on my hot dogs.
Okay.
I've never just like had mustard with anything else but my hot dog. But like I just feel like honey mustard is like not as strong as regular mustard would be. It has that sweet touch to it. With that and the cheese curds, it's delicious. 10 out of 10.
Ooh. Yeah, this honey mustard, I think, was really honey. Like, it was... I don't know. I feel like I recognize it as being a super sweet mustard, and I almost classify it as not a mustard almost.
No,
I
I,
don't know.
definitely think it's
It
a
was
mustard.
mustard.
No, I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm a hot mustard guy. Maybe that's what it is. I like the taste of mustard.
I like
But
how,
this one was really good, and it's homemade, right?
It tasted homemade, but
I think
I've
on the
never
menu it said
had.
homemade. I was like,
Really? Okay. It,
It
was
does not
delicious.
say homemade on the menu. but-
Oh,
on the happy hour
he's just
menu, it
making
said-
shit up?
Oh, on the happy hour
Oh.
menu. Oh.
Oh.
I like how we ordered cheese curds and we're talking about the honey mustard.
Okay, it was an important part of the cheese curds.
Would
Hot
I like
topic.
the cheese curds without the honey mustard?
Yes.
Yeah.
However,
But-
the honey mustard definitely enhanced
Right.
them.
Exactly.
It makes it
I
Yeah,
did dip
yeah,
each one into
Yeah.
the honey mustard.
Because for my first bite, I just had the cheese curd. I'm like, this is really good. And then I dipped it in the honey mustard. I'm like, oh, this is even better.
Mhm.
Bella, do you have a result?
Baby cheddar.
Straight out the udder.
Straight out the udder, apparently. Cheese curds are made out of baby cheddar.
That's so
not
sad.
Aged.
We just ripped it out of its mama's hands.
Veal cheese.
Mhm.
Technically, no.
Made from baby cows.
Baby cow?
Do they even produce milk?
Probably not, right?
Probably not.
Not until they're matured.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like these cheese curds. You could tell that they were like made in house because they were all different sizes. Like they weren't all uniform.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I felt like there wasn't too much of the fried part on the outside. Like the cheese to fried was a good ratio.
Yeah.
Yes, they were not overly fried.
It
Which
was
sometimes I like the
perfectly-
crunch, but it really worked because it made the cheese extra gooey.
Yeah.
These ones, I think.
And it was really hot, but still,
You could eat it.
Oh,
yeah, you
without
could eat
burning
it
yourself.
straight without, yeah.
Scarf it down. I'm not gonna lie. I was, even though I shouldn't be eating cheese like that, I was looking for the biggest, juiciest one every time. I'm sorry, they were so good.
Yeah, I'll give them an 8.5 out of 10.
I agree. 8.5.
I will triple down with an 8.5.
I already said 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? I
Yeah.
didn't even hear that.
With the honey mustard.
I think the only downfall is there wasn't that many. For an
I was
appetizer,
gonna
there should
say
have been
that.
way more.
Ooh,
But what?
sorry.
I was gonna say, I wonder if it's because we technically got the happy hour deal, so maybe it's a smaller serving size.
That's what I was just about to say too.
I feel like for one person, it would have been a good size, but because we split it,
And there was 5 of us.
Yeah.
It was like, I feel like we were all eating as fast as we could, so we could all get like a lot of cheese.
I don't know. I
Dude.
could eat all of that and more.
yeah.
Well, but that's what he's saying. Enough for one person.
No,
and
I
your
need
other
more.
meal.
Yeah, I
It
was.
depends on
Maybe if
who.
you eat only cheese curds as your whole meal. Yeah.
You know me. I always have to wash my hands before the meal, but they came out so fast. I didn't have a chance. I was like, if I leave, I'm gonna get like 2 cheese curds. Fuck it, I'm eating these cheese curds raw.
He was like,
Raw
if
dog
I
in it.
leave, R.I.P. to me.
Literally, I'm gonna get the 3 smallest ones. I was like,
He's like, I know these savages.
I'm gonna get my 4 juicy ones right now.
As it should. What's the saying? You snooze, you lose.
Yep.
I would have been so salty too. Like, I didn't even want the cheese like that. Really.
And we would have been talking about how good
I
they
know.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
The crumbs are great.
All right, let's move along. Who wants to go first?
Okay, I can dive into what I got. So I actually ended up ordering a second appetizer. I ordered the pigs in a blanket. If you don't know what that is, they're the little hot dogs with a little bit of dough around it, and they're baked. The little croissants.
Croissant.
Croissant.
It was like pillberry dough croissant.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is exactly what I thought. Like
Mhm.
it tastes exactly the same.
It was a little burned on at the bottom, but I liked it.
Hmm
Like crispy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have to give them a 7.5 out of 10. They were really good, but they were very tiny.
I would give it a 6.5 out of 10.
I'd give them a 7. I think they were really good for pigs in a blanket, but I'm just not a huge pigs in a blanket
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
I didn't actually have one, but based off so not available, but based off looks, I'd give it a 6.
Wait, why didn't you have one?
I was going to town on my
Oh, okay.
my entree, which I'll get into in a bit.
So actually a lot of us got this, but I ended up getting their 185 double cheeseburger. Came with lettuce, tomato, onion, pick one mayo. It was a little tiny burger, but it was really good.
Mm-hmm. Packed with flavor.
Yeah.
I guess Marisol and I also got the same cheeseburger, so all 3 of us can kind of speak to it at the same time. But yeah, it was a really good burger. Like all the flavors just worked perfectly together. I can't even pinpoint like what made it so good.
Yeah.
And it's just like an unassuming restaurant. Like you wouldn't think anything spectacular of it, but it was a great burger.
Yeah.
Walk me through it. Was it like a smashed burger? Was it a fat patty?
The patties itself were like squished. So they
Yeah.
were like thin.
Smashed.
Okay.
But there was 2 of them. Also, I feel like the bread wasn't like overpowering the
Mhm.
inside, which I loved. Also, like the patties were like juicy that the juice would seep into my bread.
Yeah.
It was like perfect to eat.
Yeah. I
But
ended up,
also not too soggy because like it wasn't like too messy either.
yeah, I ended up flipping my burger upside down because the top bun
I
was
think
so
I did
like
too.
fluffy, and the bottom bun was like the flattest bun you could get.
Soggy.
But it like the balance worked out.
Yeah.
And it was like somehow they just got the perfect amount of cheese on it, like the perfect amount of onion. It wasn't too much. I wasn't
Yeah.
like picking a bunch of onion off my burger.
That's
Like-
what I thought was really interesting. There was so much onion, and it was very oniony, but it was also very burgery. Like the onion
Yeah.
wasn't too much.
Yeah, well, like, cause sometimes when you get a burger, they'll just put like, as if you had a whole slice of onion, like every single ring on your burger. I'm like, that's way too much. They definitely like took the time to like pick out just a couple rings to put on your burger,
Only the best.
and that made it so good.
Hmm Yeah.
Were they like caramelized or were they
No,
like
raw
No,
onions.
it was
okay,
raw
okay.
onion. Was it red onions?
Yep.
I love red
Oh.
onions.
But yeah, after eating that burger, I thought to myself, I could come here and just have a beer and a burger, and that's it.
On happy hour.
Yeah. Like,
It'd
just
be
go there
cheap.
by myself. Like, don't even need to invite anyone. Just go by myself.
That would be so rude.
He's like, I'm never gonna tell you guys.
She's like, it's Ritzy's all over again.
Like, how could you not invite me? Yeah, I'll give their burger. I'm gonna be generous. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, I'm thinking 8.5, but to be generous, like, I'm bumping it up to 9 also because this place is so affordable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
The double cheeseburger was
I think it was like $7.50.
Which
so
is crazy.
like not even $10, and then it was like $2 to add on fries. So very affordable, like a whole
Healthy
meal
portion.
for less than $10.
And their kitchen's open till midnight, is what the menu was saying. So
Oh
like,
wow.
shoot, it's the place
Late
to
night
be.
snack. It'd be awesome if you lived there and you're just like, it's 11, I'm hungry, I don't want to make food. Let me just stop by and
Quick
get a
burger
burger real
bite.
quick.
Ooh. And they had like some specials, like what was it, like the daily double or something? It was like 2 burgers if you wanted.
Yeah, 2 cheeseburgers and fries for like $9.
They had a lot of other things too. They had like pizza and wings.
Lots of sandwiches, like a huge
Yeah.
A
sandwich,
huge sandwich selection for
Mhm.
sure.
And
So-
for it being like a
Bar.
it came off more as like a bar.
Like
Yeah.
a dive bar,
Yeah,
yeah.
they must be grinding in that kitchen back there because
Mhm.
What did you guys think of the French fries?
They were like fair fries because they were like super thin, but like kind of crispy because they were like
Yeah. Mhm.
brown
Yeah, I
brown.
feel like fair fries if they were fried a little bit longer.
and less greasy than fair fries though.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But like that same look.
yeah, same cut.
Yeah, I feel like they're not my favorite type of fries, but because they were so thin, they were like addicting to eat. Like I just kept eating them.
Yeah, your plate, like you ate your fries quick. Like you were
Yeah.
just eating your burger and that was left. That was all that was left.
I would give them a 6.8 out of 10. They're fine. They're easy to eat though.
Yeah. What'd you think, Marisol?
6 out of 10. It's good. I finished almost all my fries, but I did also got a side of the honey mustard.
Yeah,
It's
you really
delicious.
liked it.
Yeah,
It was
You had
so good.
you had an epiphany with this
Right.
honey
I
mustard.
was like, what am I doing? I'm fucking eating ketchup here.
All right, so next time you go out, you're getting chicken tenders and they ask what sauce you want. Are you
Oh
getting
my
ranch or honey
God.
mustard?
Chicken tenders and honey
She
mustard.
didn't think that far. Let's
Oh
go.
my god, my
Mind
life
blown.
has just completely changed.
It's a new world.
Oh my!
Are you gonna pick
God.
honey mustard over ranch now?
Honestly,
She's no longer
I
a
could get
girl?
ranch and honey mustard. McDonald's chicken nuggets with honey mustard. Oh my
You
gosh!
could,
I'm
yeah.
so excited for the future.
She's having an epiphany right now.
So good. Hopefully, all the honey mustards are as good as theirs.
I would say this one was pretty remarkable.
Really good. It can't be that hard to make. What is honey mustard? Mustard and honey?
It's in the name.
Probably.
Maybe.
Intern, Google what's in honey mustard.
Pull it up.
I really like their fries. They didn't put any salt on them, so you can choose to put your own salt. I would have probably gave them an 8. I would give them an 8 out of 10. I really like them.
Okay.
And hold on. I only had one, but as I'll talk in a little bit, I didn't order fries. I ordered their kettle cooked chips instead because I did look on their Google review photos and I saw that they were that fair fry style, which is not my favorite as well. And so I'd give it a 6. Not overly greasy. Could have used a little malt vinegar and some salt.
Did you find out what's in honey mustard?
Honey mustard.
There you go.
Honey
She
and
said
mustard.
honey,
Vinegar?
mustard, vinegar, and potentially mayonnaise.
Okay. Now go make it for me.
spices. All right, intern, go to the store,
make
buy
it
those
for me.
ingredients, and whip up some honey mustard.
Thank you, Bella.
All right, I got the steak and egg Philly sub. So that came with roasted jalapeno, green peppers, onions, American cheese, and mayo. And they had an add extra meat option. You know, I had to double that meat up. So I added that and I added some kettle cooked chips because I don't know, I was just in the mood for some crispy American flat chips. Not British chips, not French fries, American kettle cooked chips. So I really enjoyed the little hoagie bun it came on. I think like Marisol said, it wasn't like overpowering. It really let the meat and cheese and all the insides shine. But it was like, I'm guessing buttered and then like toasted on the inside, because on the outside it was nice and soft. Inside had that nice little crispiness to it right before hitting the meat. And it all worked together really well. I think the jalapenos were a nice touch, but the only thing missing was a little bit of hot sauce. So I'm going to give him some bonus points here because I was expecting some Tabasco, which is the worst hot sauce. It's just spicy vinegar, like stop. And on a good day, you go to a bar or a pub and they'll have Frank's Red Hot. A little more flavor, more buffalo style. But no, I must have had the freaking cactus on my forehead. Tenía el nopal en la frente, like they say. Because when I asked for hot sauce, my boy brought me out Valentina hot sauce. And that was exactly what the chips needed. Reminded me of home. And honestly, I kind of prefer the Frank's for the Philly. But we'll let it slide because it's Valentina's. All in all, I think it all worked together. It was just the cheese. It was juicy, but not greasy. I think like you guys talked about the burger. So yeah, it all worked together well. I would go back for the Philly. I mean, the way you guys talked about the burger, though, I might have to do I might have to do the triple burger.
Go back, you gotta get the burger.
I gotta get the
If I
triple
go back,
burger.
I'm getting a triple.
Yeah, I
You're
probably
gonna
would
get the triple?
If
Yeah,
we went back, I'd probably
absolutely.
just get that.
See, I feel
Yeah.
like that'd be too much meat. This was perfect to me, like the perfect size.
Balance. I might even get a triple one and some bacon.
I'll get a triple, no French fries.
Yeah.
Everything's a balance.
Well, this time the reason I didn't get the triple was because I got the pigs in the blanket.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I think all in tandem, it was a great cheesesteak sandwich. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I think the chips were a great touch. I probably would get the chips again too, just because I'm not the biggest fair fry type dude.
Mhm.
Oh, and it also came with the huge pickle
I was
spear.
gonna say it came with a huge,
The huge pickle spear
Love
was a
it.
nice touch.
I was like, damn, I want it.
I look over,
know.
Marisol was just looking at it like,
When
want
they
to eat
brought
that?
your plate out, I was like, damn, I wish mine had a pickle.
Uh-huh.
in my head, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I was like,
they
I
all
know
wanted the pickle.
my burger has pickles inside, but I just want
Yeah.
a stick of a pickle.
Can't have too much pickle.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
Wait, Marisol, did you rate your burger?
I give my burger an 8.7 out of 10.
Ooh.
Good burger. Good burger.
I really need to try this
Good
burger.
cheap
Mhm.
burger.
I have to say, other burger places we tried is Preston's,
Mm-hmm.
and then one that we talked about, but we didn't necessarily go too into detail on the pod is Ritzy's, but it's one of our favorite places.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys compare the burgers between those three places?
What's the place
Ooh.
you guys went without me because you guys hate me?
Ritzy's, but then we
That
took
one
you.
was good.
Then we took you.
See, that's so hard because all three of them are really good burgers.
Mhm.
And it's like hard to choose one over the other. Because like Ritzy's has a nice crust to it. Like it's very like brown.
Mhm.
Like you can tell they put it on the like grill, like the flat grill. And on
Probably
really high
highest heat they got.
Yeah, and they smash it up. Preston's is a really good burger. It has a lot of like juice and flavor to it. Like it's like a very greasy burger. I think what I really liked about this one is that it was a very juicy burger without being greasy. Like I never felt like
Yeah.
it was just dripping.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Which I don't know how they do that.
They use that 90% lean.
Yeah.
No,
That's
not
fair.
90. It's probably like 83.
Because like this burger was not as like smashed and like fried as the Ritzy's, but still packed a lot of flavor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think this one worked. Just everything about it was really good.
Yeah.
Whereas like Ritzy's, the meat is really good.
But it is really, like, if you get it and you get it to go, it's going to be greased up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's rank them 1 to 3. Can you do that, Oscar?
Ooh.
I've never had, what's it, Swenson? Wait,
Preston's. We
Preston's.
did that on the pod. Oh, but you got a chicken sandwich.
Oh, true. You
Oh, okay. It's, what's the other one?
Ritzy's?
It's Ritzy's,
It's
Preston's,
Ritzy's,
Club
this
185.
place, and Preston's.
I agree with that order. I think I would still put Ritzy's just slightly above this one. However, the one that I might go to more often, maybe, was it Club 185?
Yeah.
Because it's so cheap.
Yeah.
So
like,
cheap.
it's definitely cheaper than Ritzy's. So I feel like that's why I don't go to Ritzy's that much, because I'm like, I'm gonna spend
It's
a lot
little
of money here.
splurge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's also Ritzy's has way better fries. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
Ritzy's
that's true.
fries.
Yeah.
And that's why I put it up there, because I'm like, okay, if I go, like,
As a meal.
the fries.
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes I'm just like, I just want to get like 2 large fries and just eat that. They're so good.
The real question is, does Ritzy's, do they have honey mustard?
Oh my god.
Game changer.
They probably don't.
I think they do.
I would assume they have honey mustard. They sell chicken tenders too, I think. So they got sauces for them. She's like, I don't know what to pick.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, it would be Ritzy's, Preston's, then Club 185.
Wow, you would still
Ooh.
put Preston's over today's.
Yeah. I think as a burger, yes. But Club 185 price,
Unbeatable.
Unbeatable
Yes.
for real.
like I would go there because it's cheaper and a really good burger.
Yeah, I feel like that's why they get like more points. Like they're so affordable and that's so good. You can't go wrong.
Mhm.
And it's funny because they're all like different categories, kind of. So like you got Ritzy's is like a diner, right? So it's like a diner burger. Preston's gives me like burger joint, like that's its thing.
Mhm.
And then this is like pub
Dive
bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like unassuming. You would never, yeah. Driving past that place, it's like, oh, it's a bar.
Uh-huh.
Like never think,
Yeah, I
oh,
would
they're,
never think to go in there to get food.
but there's hidden gem.
Yeah, I mean hidden, but kind of not. We walked in, the place was packed. We
That's
had
true,
to
that's
wait
true.
until a table opened up.
It's
We
a
were just out the
Wednesday evening and it was packed.
Yeah, it's not huge on the inside, but I still
True.
wasn't expecting that many people in there.
Yeah.
But also kind of hidden gem because it used to be a speakeasy.
Oh,
So
But yeah,
it has
like-
that vibe.
Like that's the thing. Like even though Preston's does sell alcohol, I would really only go there to just get their burger and
Yeah.
like fries. But here at Club 185, I would go there to get a drink and a burger.
Mhm.
Burgers and beer.
Yeah. So
And-
that was the other thing. I was like, I felt like going out to a bar. Like, I think that's what sold it to me. Is like, you know what? It's been a long day at work. I just want to go out to a
True.
bar, have a drink.
Kick back.
Yeah.
And then with Ritzy's, pull up and get a milkshake.
yeah, Ritzy's
Right.
is milkshake vibe.
Yeah.
I forgot they have milkshakes too.
She's like, we're going there. We're going there.
See, but that's the thing, because Ritzy's has so many good things. I want to buy all of them. I spend so much
That's
money.
true. You're spending $20.
Yes, I'm
If-
I'm spending $20 at Ritzy's. Preston's, I can go get my burger. And I don't even have to get the fries. I could just get a burger and a drink for $10 and I'm
$10.
happy.
a single $10 bill.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, if you're ever in Columbus and you want a good cheap burger, Club 185 has got you.
And they got good drinks too.
All right, that wraps up the food portion.
Yeah. So that actually made me think, like I mentioned, today's Wednesday. Like I was surprised that this place was busy on a Wednesday. When I went to Worcester, we had this thing there, I guess, tradition, whatever you want to call it. It was Woo Wednesday. So like Wednesday was a night that people would go out.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, I guess all these people are celebrating Woo Wednesday today.
I don't think they know what Woo Wednesday
No.
is.
But like to me, whenever I go out on a Wednesday, that's my thought. I'm like, I'm out for Woo Wednesday.
There was some guy that was sitting at the bar and he was by himself and he just ordered like a shot of some liquor. I was like, damn, rough day.
Rough day.
Well, when we got there, when we arrived, there was another guy sitting there just sipping on a cup of wine by himself.
A wine I would get, but he just
Sophisticated
ordered
wine.
like a
Is
shot. I was like, damn.
What are you going through?
Right. I'm like, he's fighting his demons.
Woo Wednesday!
Oh my gosh.
He's from Worcester too.
Yeah.
All right, do we want to move into our next segment?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Our
Let's do
newly
it.
recurring segment, Guess the Movie.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's favorite recurring segment.
Guess that movie!
All right, this week I am reading off a movie description. I hope it's good, but not too easy for you guys
I
to
hope
get.
it's
I
not
hope
mine.
it's David's.
Because if it is, Sam dies.
What are the odds you picked the same movie? Come on.
We'll find out.
All
I
the
hope
movies
so.
in the
Be
scene.
nervous. but-
She reads one word. God damn
You
it!
just hear the microphones fall over.
You just hear.
If you hear sudden choking noises, that's David killing me because I picked the same movie as him.
Dope.
It's like in a world, you bitch.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm nervous. A baby
Titanic. Okay, sorry.
A baby boy is adopted from an orphanage and is raised in a different country, not the US. We're going to call him B. Unrelated to our story from last
Okay.
week about B.
Right. The charmer.
One day, B finds out that he was adopted and his mom had actually passed away shortly after his birth. This is shocking to B, but it also makes sense because he always felt out of place his whole life. B finds out that his father is alive and living in New York City and has a new family, but the father has no knowledge of B ever even being born. B decides to go find his father. After meeting his dad, B finds that he is a workaholic and is often absent from his family. B spends time with his newfound family, and since he was raised in a different country, his habits come off as strange but endearing. The father is resistant at acknowledging B as his son. Eventually, the antics of B help the father realize the family is more important than work, and the whole family is happier and closer than ever before.
You're dead. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wait, I don't know what it is. I thought I had it, but
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, me too.
wait. Can you
I have
read
some
it
hints.
again?
Oh, read it again. Give her a hint.
Did you say the mom died?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the movie I thought. Never
Oh,
mind.
actually, I don't know.
We'll
if
do the
Sh-
hints.
Should we text you if we think we know it?
If you want, yeah. Do you think you know it too?
Yeah, I know it.
You know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Just because I want
Okay,
you to
yeah.
know
Are
that
we
I had
sure
it
You text
do I
me
know this?
before the hint.
Like, are you sure we've watched this movie?
I guarantee you've watched this movie. Has she watched this movie?
Yes.
If you guys know what it is.
I feel like
She's
I feel
definitely
like
she has to
watched this
have.
movie.
Can
Had.
you reread it?
Can you read the whole thing? I
Yeah,
can.
quickly.
A baby boy is adopted from an orphanage and is raised in a different country, not the US. Let's call him B. One day, B finds out he was adopted and his mom had passed away shortly after his birth. This is a shock to B, but it makes sense because he felt out of place his whole life. B finds out his father is alive and living in New York City and has a new family, but the father has no knowledge of B even being born. B decides to go find his father. After meeting his father, B realizes that he is a workaholic and is often absent from his family. B spends time with his newfound family and comes off as strange but endearing. The father is resistant to
I
acknowledge
know what it is.
B as his son.
I know what it is.
should we all scream it out on three?
Yeah, should we all
the
scream
three
it?
of you. Ready?
Count us down.
Elf.
Yeah!
Yeah.
One of my hints was this is a Christmas movie.
Bing, 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 bing.
As soon as you said he had to travel to New York, I'm like, oh, I know exactly what movie it is.
I think I was kind of getting into it, but when you said workaholic, I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Cause yeah, I watched it last Christmas or winter.
Yeah.
For the
I
first
watch
time?
No,
I was about
like
to say.
because I didn't watch it in a while.
Mhm.
That was the most recent time.
Dude, of course, Halloween and Thanksgiving.
What?
But Christmas is coming up soon. No, it's
Ah.
fucking October.
Too
It's
early,
October.
too
It's about to be
early.
October.
But Christmas is coming up
Christmas
soon.
is coming.
So annoying. I'm more a Thanksgiving girl. The food, I don't need to buy any presents. Black
Yeah.
Friday,
Overrated Black Friday.
I
online
feel like-
shopping.
It used to be cool in high school, but I don't know. Over the years, I feel like we do Black Friday less and less.
I do
Yeah.
Black Friday online shopping.
True, that is clutch.
But I never buy anything for my family. It's just for me.
I remember my senior year of high school going to the mall on Black Friday, and it was like midnight, and
We were there.
everyone was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of our friends was wearing boots, like heavy, like Timberland boots, and he went into like the Victoria's Secret Pink Store and was just like stomping on people's feet, like
On purpose?
Yeah, like
Whoa.
it was like a super crowded. Like there was a line to get in, but when he was in there, he was like, "Yeah, I stepped on so many people's feet."
Oh
What the
my
heck?
gosh.
He literally had the stompers on.
But yeah, I feel like maybe I went into too much detail since you guys knew it right away.
True, because I'm thinking about mine and I'm like, mine's vague, but that's probably good, right?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to keep it vague, but I was like, I gotta get through the whole story.
So
Yeah.
people can guess it. Yeah.
I was like, who the hell mama died?
Well, the mom's not a huge part of Elf. It's
I
just
know,
what
but
happens at the
in my
beginning.
head I was like, that'll be like I'll know. Normally it's how the movie starts.
Yeah. My other hints were B starts working at a retail store and falls in love with a coworker.
Oh.
And then the last hint that should get you to it, B helps Santa fix his sleigh.
I have to get to see when they all start.
We still
singing.
don't know it.
You're like, I've never seen this before.
Little Mermaid.
I was like, buddy.
Buddy. I know. I was like, maybe I
Buddy.
shouldn't make it B because then they're going to guess Buddy. But
But it helped that we did have
It helped. Once
that
I
story
was like,
last week,
is it
even
Elf?
though it was completely unrelated.
Yeah, I
fuzzled
was
it
like,
up a
is
little
it
bit.
Elf? And then I was like, she's calling him B, like her buddy.
she's like, I solved it. I cracked the case. All right. Well, that was our
Guess that movie.
segment. David will be next week. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing I didn't pick the same movie as you.
No. Thank your
goodness.
lucky stars.
Wow.
Ooh,
I
that's a
like
hint.
this game.
Already one less movie we have to guess. It's not
It's
Elf.
not Elf.
That's
what,
true.
What if, he
Imagine-
did, what if he did like Finding Nemo again?
Vague.
He was so excited.
You guys are never gonna guess it. You guys are all like Finding Nemo. What? How? Bubbles, my bubbles giving away.
All right. Well, this is another episode in October, but we're not as prepared. We don't have a ton of spooky topics, I don't think. You said you had one.
Well, I had a story, not a topic.
A
Halloween.
scary
Like the
story.
favorite Halloween moment or something.
Yeah, kind of. Well, it was a story that happened around Halloween.
He's like
All
February.
right, spit it out.
Because we were at the restaurant and I was like, wait a minute. Halloween, I remember this thing happening around that time. So, you know, the thing with Halloween, it's trick or treat. And, you know, if you don't get a treat, you got to give a trick. So it's like very common, or at least in the US, for people to like egg houses.
It's not that common. That's
Well,
what you
it's-
see in movies.
it's
People
like-
don't
Right.
do it
Yeah.
in real life.
Wait, I'm not saying I agree with it.
Have you guys ever egged a house?
No. But my
I think we did at Chit.
Whose house?
We stole Niha's eggs. And I think we threw them at Jorge's house.
Was I there?
I don't know.
I don't
Wait.
think so.
I
Like,
remember that happening. I
Because
wasn't
then
there.
Niha was mad that she didn't have any eggs. But I don't know why. We weren't mad at them. I think it was just a prank.
Terrible
prank.
prank.
Maybe it was you and Emma.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
believe that.
someone egged my car once. I think it was like after I'd recently gotten it. I was like, I walked out and I was like, what the heck is on my driver's side door? And it was a drive-by because I was parked on the street. So they were just driving by and saying, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, and I'm dumb and I didn't clean it up right away because I didn't know eggs could fuck up your paint.
Oh,
I
But
didn't know
it
that
didn't.
either.
Actually, yeah, I did hear about that.
It's like, yeah, just whatever, the protein, something in it messes it up.
The calcium.
I've heard
Something
that was
like that.
baloney.
Oh, maybe. Well,
Yeah.
No, I
Thankfully-
think it's eggs too.
oh, bologna really messes it up though, I feel like.
Just don't be throwing food in your car, at your car.
But I took like I honestly probably took like a week to clean it up, but it was fine. I don't think you would notice it.
Better than the gun.
Yeah,
Huh?
gunshot.
Better than a
gunshot.
drive-by with a gun.
That's true.
You see like hood guys coming up in their car.
Eggs.
Da, 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 da.
Suck on them eggs. I'm like, "Away."
It's like a paintball gun, but it shoots eggs.
Oh my
eggs, dude, that'd be dangerous as hell.
We'll get back to Oscar's story in a second, but another drive-by thing that happened once. Me and my friend from college were like walking down the street once on campus, and a car drove by and threw a water balloon and it smacked her like it smacked her perfectly and it just exploded and we just kept walking like nothing happened and she was like, guys, I just got hit with a water balloon.
You guys just like
That's
try to save face and just
hilarious.
acted like
They were
nothing happened.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's
that
crazy.
Did you laugh on the inside at
That's
least?
life.
Afterwards,
I
I think we laughed. Like
would have been dead
That-
on
yeah.
the floor. Pee my pants.
Like, you wet bitch.
yeah. It was funny. Moving on.
Yeah, so my senior year of high school, I had like a group of friends that would ride along with me because I had a car and they didn't, and so they like I would give them rides. But I remember, I think it was Halloween or like the day before, we were like trying to find something to do, and they had me like drive them to the one friend's house who lived on the other side of town from me. And he was like, oh, I also need to go to this place. So we went to his house. He grabbed like a carton of eggs and I didn't see it. And he was like, oh, we need to go to this house. So we go to this like house and they ended up egging the house. And I had no idea that that's what they wanted to do. Like they wanted to egg houses because I wouldn't have took part in it. Like I wouldn't have gave him a ride if like that's what we were doing.
Right.
Yeah, that's messed up.
So they were like wanting to meet up with someone. So we went to like the second location to meet up with this person. But I remember I was so pissed. Like I was like, I can't believe they made me an accomplice to this. Like I don't even want to hang out with them anymore. And so like as soon as they got out of the car, I drove off. Like I just left them and like went home. And I'm just hanging out in my room, whatever, watching a movie or something. And like an hour later, they both show up to my house. And I lived on the other side of town. Like it was like a 45-minute walk.
Goodness.
And I'm like, what are you guys doing here? And they're like, what do you mean? We were hanging out and you left us. I'm like, yeah, because you guys were egging houses. I didn't want to be part of that. And the worst part was I had to drive them back home to the other side of town.
Did you guys hang out or you drove them back home immediately?
And they're like, can you give us a ride home since we're already here? I'm like, whatever.
What was the point of them even walking
That's
Right.
the
the
there?
part that I
Would it
don't
take-
Wouldn't they
understand.
just walk home?
Right. Would it taken them like longer to get to their house?
No. They were like closer to their house where I left
And you
them.
drove them? Oscar, you look like the fool in this
'Cause they
story.
I
all
was
had
gonna make them walk
Yeah.
home after.
Like they're already at my house. It's like 10, 11 p.m. Like I'm not gonna be like, no, walk home. Like fine, I'll
It would be
drop you
like,
off.
I can let you borrow my phone so you can call your mom to pick you up.
But
Dang,
yeah.
that's pretty funny because like you were their getaway driver and you really got away. But yeah, no, the funniest
David's
part
been saving that one.
is it is funny that they showed up to your house like, are we still hanging out? Like, they do live hella far from you.
Because what is it? I left them at the Heritage Middle School.
Yeah, that's right by one of their houses.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Doesn't make any sense.
Because like I remember my mom was like, hey, someone's at the door for you. I was like, what? And it was empty. I'm like, what are you guys doing here?
We don't even have scooters in our hometown. They couldn't have
No.
scootered there or anything.
Yeah, that was long before the public scooter.
Have you ever done any pranks for Halloween?
Not for Halloween.
But pranking any other time of the
April
year?
Fools.
Let me see. I probably did like Ding Dong Ditch.
Lowest effort prank.
Lowest effort.
I didn't like doing pranks.
Yeah, me
Same.
neither. I don't think I did any pranks.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Damn, we're lame as fuck.
I know.
Yeah, lame ass kids.
Well, I guess we're talking Halloween stories. I don't know cut me off if I've already told this story, but let me take you back a couple years. Probably a little bit before like the red skinny jeans era.
Okay.
I was out trick or treating in my neighborhood with like our family friend, kind of like cousin Lisbeth.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going around tricking and treating, and Lisbeth looks at me. She's like, "Yo, we should race to the front door of this house." And I was like, in my head, I was like, "Oh, for sure, I can definitely win because I think I see a shortcut." And this was at nighttime. This was dark. I was like, "Oh yeah, fine." There was like no stakes. I don't even know why we did it, but somehow she was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I don't think she knew what I was gonna do, so no malice on her part either. but I book it as fast as I can, and I'm like, oh, there's like a little gap between like the lawn and the like little step to the front door. So I was like, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna like leap and I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna beat her there. Freaking as I leave the ground and I jump in air, I see that there's a fence in between the spot, the lawn and the spot and the front door. So I'm already in air, fully committed, like, oh no, this is gonna be so embarrassing. And I freaking slap it so hard and then like fall on my back. And then you could hear her laugh. Ah! And like our parents were on the sidewalk, just like watching, like, what? Why did he just fully run into that fence? And I bet you the people handing out candy were like, why the fuck did this dumbass kid dressed up as a cowboy or whatever the fuck I was run into my freaking front fence? And I just remember being so red and being so embarrassed. I was like, I just want to go home. I don't want to trick or treat anymore.
Oh.
But that was one of my most embarrassing Halloween moments. So always look before you do any shortcut. Sometimes people put fences there.
Don't take shortcuts in the dark.
That's life.
That's life. Ain't no thing as a shortcut. Embarrassed.
So the question is October the spookiest month in other countries? Because, you know, the US, Halloween's a big thing. And I have heard that, like, in surrounding countries and even Europe, Halloween's kind of picked up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
But even then, it's, like, not, I don't think it's as celebrated around the world.
When's Dia de los Muertos?
Early November.
Oh,
It's like right around Halloween,
Yeah.
like November 1st.
Yeah, like
2nd.
right after.
okay.
So you could say November is the spookiest month in
Is
Mexico.
it technically?
But that's not
It's
a
like a
spooky
celebration.
holiday,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Celebration of life.
And I feel like in the US, it's like a whole month. Like October is like spooky month.
Spooky
Yeah.
season.
But like in Peru, they do like trick or treating, but not really. But they dress up and
In
give their
October?
kids
And
on the 31st.
Mhm.
But that's it. It starts that day, ends that day.
Do you got any other spooky holidays in Peru?
No. I don't think I don't know. I don't think we celebrate Dia de los Muertos. Not like Mexicans do.
I
I
don't
think
think
it's a Mexican holiday.
I don't think there are spooky holidays in general. Another
It's just
that I'm
mostly
aware
an
of.
American thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think. I don't know if it's spooky per se, but when I was in Spain, I was there during the spring semester, and there was some party where it was like everyone dressed up. And so I'm trying to think of what it was. I don't think it was like Semana Santa or anything like that.
Like just in costumes or in like spooky costumes?
No, I think it was just regular costumes because, yeah, it was, I don't know. It was, some of the choices, they don't get politically correct in Spain. So there was definitely some very questionable costumes. And that was scary.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
It
look at
was-
the Hitler over there.
It was just a lot of blackface. It was like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, so there was someone dressed up as like a caveman type thing,
Mhm.
like a primitive type person, but they were in blackface. So it was so,
Oh my
it was
gosh.
so awkward. And I think one of our cohort mates or whatever went up and tried to say something to them, like, yo, like, that's not cool. You shouldn't do that. Tell me why the person looked at them and just started going, it was like, oh my gosh, we're like, what the hell? They really committed to the fucking bit. God damn.
That's fucked up.
So I was like, damn, time to get drunk and forget that happened.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
But yeah, I forget what month it was. It must have been like January, like February, March. Spain.
The month of love.
Valentine's Day. Now that's a scary holiday.
Ugh,
As
I
heck.
don't even want to
If
think
you're
about it. I'm
single.
getting chills. Do you guys think you'll be one of those homeowners who like do the scariest stuff to their house, like during Halloween,
Hell no.
like decorations,
Do you mean like setting up like
like go all out for Halloween and set
Nope.
up
the inflatables and stuff?
Not me.
yeah, or like
Or like
More-
spooky
yeah,
decor that
spooky
like
decor.
scares kids as they walk by.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones like when it's like the dad's like dressed as the freaking
Yeah, those
decoration, and they go.
go.
I can see myself being that, traumatizing a couple kids.
I think I would do like the candy bowl with the mechanical hand, and then if you try to grab it, the hand grabs you. But that's about it.
I would definitely not. I would only if my significant other was into it.
I
So-
would do it regardless.
Like which part? Like the inflatables? or
All of
the-
it.
All, you
I
like,
want to scare little
You're a big
children.
Halloween person?
Yes.
She's gonna have a haunted house you have to walk through to get to her front door to get candy.
It's a corn maze.
That was
Like
always
if I
like
ever
the,
have children, I'm gonna do like scary themes, like for our costumes. Like I want to do a Saw theme.
Like, you want to
Oh
be
my
a princess too damn bad. Hold this knife.
All right, now put your overalls on,
you
Chucky.
are the Grudge.
No, there was so like my rich aunt and uncles. I kind of like how I used to think of them as kids. We would always go because they had the nice neighborhood
And you'd get the full
and
candy
the big
bars.
king size candy
Oh
bars.
yeah. What was your favorite candy? To get?
100 grand was always my favorite.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Really? Do you know what they are though?
No,
No.
I don't.
I liked them because it had everything. So it's like a chocolate bar, but it has like the Rice Krispie, like the crispiness on the outside, caramel, I think like pretzel and nougat. Like it had like everything in
Mhm.
it. And I was just like, dude, this is the best. And also I think that same uncle also really liked them and always had them. So I was like,
Mhm.
100 grand, I'm rich and I love this candy.
I think my favorite candy was always the sugar sticks.
Bruh.
Like the
just
candy
eating
cigarettes?
Straight sugar.
Oh,
You
no,
like the ones
the
that you-
orange
the-
and
the
blue.
paper ones, and you gotta rip them
Yeah.
off and just
sugar.
pour
Those are
them in
pretty
your
sick.
mouth. Just straight sugar.
Yeah.
You animal. My favorite are Reese's and Kit Kats. I would literally not care about any of the rest of my candy. I'd be like, anyone can take the rest. This is all I want. Sometimes I'd keep like Hershey's or M&M's. I'm
You?
a chocolate lover.
M&Ms.
You guys are gonna hate me.
You better not say candy corn.
No.
Oh my gosh. We'd have to kick you out if you did.
My favorite thing to get
Popcorn.
was almond joys.
Oh, I should have known that. You love almond joys.
As
As a kid,
Yeah, those are pretty good,
I would
though.
have been like, ew. But right now,
Because
They're
not
pretty
many
good.
not
They're
many
so good.
houses would give them out because they're like the least favorite. But every time I would get some, I'd be so excited. What was your least, or what was the candy that you would give away because you just didn't care?
Twizzlers.
Tootsie Rolls. Fuck those.
Tootsie Rolls and Twizzlers.
Tootsie Rolls.
I would
Except-
get Twizzlers and licorice.
What is that like circle one? It's chocolate.
The Thin Mints?
no.
Like the
They're
peppermint
like little
patties?
chocolate balls.
The Whoppers?
Yes. The
Ah, those are
Whoppers
ki-
are
those are kinda
disgusting.
The ones
fire.
that
The
came in
malt
the
balls?
yellow box.
Yeah.
No.
It's not yellow. It's like
No,
a
it's
like
like
cream.
beige.
Yeah, like a cream.
Yeah, those are
color.
Whoppers. Are you thinking of Milk Duds maybe?
I think
Oh
you're
yeah,
thinking-
Milk Duds.
Oh, I hated those too.
I was like Milk Duds, but I liked the box that came in because it was cute. But I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna eat these.
Dots too. I never got on the Dots train because they're just like so chewy and they would always get stuck in my teeth. But they also
I don't
came in a
even
cool
think
little
I've ever
box.
ate one.
Ooh,
a single
Laffy
dot.
Taffies are also my favorite to get.
So here's what I'll say: if they were giving out like the strawberry or the lime Tootsie Rolls, those are fine. But the straight chocolate ones,
I actually like the chocolate Tootsie Rolls.
what the heck? What?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like,
I feel like I'd give Oscar all of mine.
yeah.
Mine was vanilla.
You can have these.
Because I could like
Forget
eat
about
one
it.
for like 20 minutes.
Because they're so chewy.
Well,
like,
not
I'm
because
making
I
this
wouldn't even
last.
chew them. I would just like,
We'll let them melt.
yeah, let them out.
No, now that I think about it too, outside of chocolate, my favorite were the Sour Punch straws, but the specific ones that were individually wrapped. So they were like a little thicker, and I feel like those individually wrapped. Maybe it was also just Halloween effect, but I feel like they tasted way better than the when you would just buy them regular at the store. So I would trade anything for those.
Outside of chocolate, I would also have to say Airheads.
Airheads were good.
They're pretty
Good.
good. Pretty decent.
No,
No, not for me. I mean, I never liked any like the only fruity candy I like is like Starburst.
okay. Which ones? Oh, I feel like we already talked about.
My
that.
favorite's
Okay.
always been red, but now I like orange and
Yeah.
pink too.
When I was really young, I remember I would get the Warheads.
Ooh.
That actually was my favorite.
Those
I
are the
like
best,
those.
but they became much less common as the years went by.
Yeah.
And I used to think those were like so sour forever, but then I thought they sucked once they got sweet. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to eat the rest of this.
Yeah, it's like it's only good for the sour.
Right,
Okay.
when they're like straight dry and they're all white, and then you put it in your mouth.
Yes.
Freaking Thoughts on lemon heads?
I don't think I've ever had a lemon. head.
Really?
They're okay.
I don't like
Because I just knew I wouldn't
Fair.
like it. I don't know.
I
I don't
rather
like these
enjoy
candies I've
candy.
never even tried because I'm just like, that's not what I want.
See,
We-
I like them, but I always compare them to Warheads, so they never like
Yeah,
met
they
my
were
expectation.
never as sour.
Yeah.
We have to do with Sam. We have to just have like a line of every candy.
I don't want them.
A candy mukbang.
We should go We should go trick or treating. That way we can collect that candy, and
Or
then we'll test it.
But we
We
don't have
need to
any
get
kids,
a child
yeah.
to take with us.
I'll just
We take Luna.
me.
We put a little bag on her and make her walk up to the doors. They'll
And
be
we
like,
go-
she can't have chocolate, like, but I can. Put it in the bag.
she can't have this, but
Well, yeah,
Mom
I
and
guess if
Pops
you're
can.
wearing a mask, they might think you're a kid.
Yeah, we'll
You
take
would.
you because you're small.
And David's my papa.
He
He's
has
the
you
tallest
like on a
one.
leash, like one of those kids on a leash.
you'll be. We can dress you up like ET and like just the robe or whatever. Or what was he, Yoda? Oh no, he saw Yoda
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Go home." Anyways, we can throw a sheet on you.
Just be a ghost with a sheet over you,
Just don't wear a pointy hat.
bruh.
I will say my two most interesting, like, I don't know, treats that I received for Halloween. One time we went down this street that nobody was giving out candy, but this person had put out like a box of Coca-Colas, like
I
a 24
remember.
pack, and it was like, please take one. And I'm like, oh, nice, a Coca-Cola.
I appreciate that, because the worst thing that I've gotten was a penny.
A penny.
A penny.
Suck on that. Yeah, right.
Were they giving everybody pennies?
Yeah.
Ooh, that sucks.
That's
Like,
like
you might as well just turn off your lights and go.
that's like
fucking-
giving you a
Right.
piece of garbage.
Yeah.
But the second most interesting, or maybe actually this one's probably more interesting. We were walking down the street and this guy was just sitting in his like front steps, and I went up to him and I was like, trick or treat, and he's like, oh, I don't have any candy. I actually just got off of work, so I can actually just give you my lunch. And he gave me a Slim Jim.
That was his
Also-
lunch.
Yeah.
Pobrecito.
Damn, rough.
Sam, you know what you
now
should
he's
do?
gonna starve.
I don't
No,
know
he
why
had
Sam
just
would
got
do
off of
this.
work.
I'm like, you should buy a bunch of like McDoubles and McChickens.
Nah, the parents wouldn't trust them. They'd be
Yeah.
like, this
I would
isn't
be
a-
like, go get me one.
They got fentanyl.
Were you guys ever the kids, like, you know how you go up to some houses and there's just a bowl of candy and it says please take one? Would you
Mhm.
actually only take one?
Yeah,
I take like 3.
I
I'm a
take two.
one. I'm too honest.
We weren't the kids stealing the whole bowl.
No.
No, that always seemed rude.
No, it just depends what time of the night it is. Like, is it about to end and there's like a bunch in the bowl? Then yeah, I'm gonna take a handful. But if there's still a lot of time where there's probably more kids behind me, then I'm probably gonna take like 2.
But even as a kid, you had that, like, empathy.
Oh, absolutely.
Or sympathy.
Strategy time. If they had really good candy, you could just swap out all your crappy ones.
You know what?
Bruh, David's there for like 5 minutes.
You know what?
swapping
It
out the
didn't even
candies.
matter.
I get to ring doorbell. Dude, leave.
No, they come out to like put the candy bowl back inside, and they're like, "Wait a minute, I didn't buy any of this
Yeah.
candy.
I didn't buy any of these Twizzlers or Tootsie Rolls.
I didn't buy this candy corn."
Oh my gosh.
It wouldn't matter because my mom would let me have only my candy that night, and then I would never see it again.
I know you told us
Dude,
one
that's
episode.
so
That's so
sad.
tragic.
I know. That's why I would eat all my almond joys quickly.
She just eats like 10 almond joys.
She can't sleep that night.
So good. I would just think, like, when I was a kid and I would rarely have chocolate, I'd be like, when I'm an adult, I'm going to get the king size one. And now, I mean, I could technically go to Kroger and just buy a bunch of almond joys, but, you know,
But you
I
never
can't.
crave
It like ruins, like, I don't know, just Halloween candy always tasted so much better. Maybe it
Yeah.
was the poison they were injecting. in it.
The fentanyl?
Would your parents check through your candy?
No,
No.
Yeah.
Yours did?
Sometimes.
Mine
They're just
did.
like,
no. My parents are just like, as long as it's not open, you can eat it.
I feel like I was paranoid one year when that was the big thing that I like checked my own candy. And I
yeah,
was
like
it's good.
to really.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Ain't no holes in there.
Magnifying glass.
So when you have kids, are you going to take away their candy?
Yeah.
No.
Guys, I can't just let my
Why?
kids eat all that candy. Come on.
So you don't. So
It's like
you agree with
it's
your
like
mom's choice to
corporal
do
punishment. Do I want to hit my kids? No. Do they need to be hit? Probably, yeah. Shoot. It teaches them something.
Okay, but even though you felt sad that your parents took away your
Yeah.
candy, you would still do that to your kids.
Yeah, because then I would be sad for maybe 1 or 2 days, but then I would get over it.
You got to keep the hazing going, I guess.
Yeah, it's a tradition at this point.
Oh,
Golly,
no.
break cycles.
Right, break the cycle.
Break the abuse.
Not that that's abuse, but
It's like you trying to be in this
Let them
family.
have a good
You gotta
life.
get through the
Maybe
initiation.
I'll let them
Let
have
them
like
live.
2 like pieces of candy like every week, and they can choose.
So I follow this TikTok dentist on Instagram, and he said strategically to keep teeth, whatever, fight cavities. The strategy is to let your kid eat as much candy like in one
Mhm.
sitting. So that then once they brush their teeth or whatever, as opposed to like that same amount of candy spread out over like a month.
because you're getting more sugar in your teeth like every single day
Yeah.
versus like a lot of sugar at once and then you brush your
Just
teeth.
clean
So
it
you're
off.
telling
I
me I
never thought
should
about it.
let them have their pillowcase size full of candy? I'll just for them to eat it all in one night.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, because they're gonna get sick of it. There's no way they're gonna eat all of it. Like my parents never took away our candy, but I feel like because of that, the candy wasn't special to me. You know, like
Mm.
I was like, I don't care about all the candy. I'm just gonna eat the ones I like. But if like they were like, you can't have any of it, I'd probably want it more. You know?
No, that's true because like the first quarter of the candy bag is always great because it's the best ones and you're picking the best ones.
Yeah.
But then towards the end, like my mom would have like this pumpkin where she would just put all of our Halloween candy, and for the rest of the fall, it would just like sit there until
Yeah.
Christmas decorations came out, and then we're just like,
Right,
just throw them
literally.
away. It's like fine.
Because you're like digging for the good stuff, and then you're like, there's nothing left. There's
Yeah.
I don't want any of this other candy.
Would you guys count your candy after trick or treating?
Mm-hmm.
The year, like, because we would always have like my cousins over sometimes, like
would trade.
one side
Yeah,
or
we
both.
would do
Yeah,
trade.
Me and my sister would trade.
that was so fun.
It was
Because
just
it's
me and
like
my
it's like
sister.
6 or 7 of us, and we all just dump out our candy, like just trade.
What do you have? What do you
Be
have?
like, I got 5 Twizzlers. Who wants this?
Everyone's like, no. The Reese's, I feel like were a high commodity. I always loved
I'm never
Reese's.
giving those away.
Oh, when they would give them little baby cookies and cream Hershey's, those were like gold, I feel like.
One candy I never appreciated was Three Musketeers. I didn't like it as a kid, but now I'm like, it's usually like the second candy I go for.
See, really?
Yeah.
See, I'm like Snickers supremacy because it's
Yeah.
like,
Hmm.
because it's like
Snickers is good.
Three Musketeers is the baseline, just the nougat. Milky Way is nougat and caramel. But
Ew,
even then, I
Milky
feel
Way,
like
gross.
I like Three Musketeers more than Milky Way, even though I'm a big
Yeah.
caramel guy now.
Yeah.
But then Snickers is caramel and nuts.
Guys,
and so
Twix.
good.
Bite-sized Twix.
That's Leo's favorite. Is Twix.
So good.
Oh, the Twix are good. Oh, the bite-sized ones?
Yeah.
I like the sticks, but I guess it's because it was more.
Left or right?
Right. Always tastes better.
I've only had regular Twix. But they have caramel,
you
don't
mean?
they?
Yeah, you don't like
so I
caramel?
don't like them.
Really? That's like my favorite.
But it's not like a
Candy
lot of
flavor.
caramel.
Too much. I
A
don't
little
want any
caramel's
on
too
it.
I always liked eating those horizontal, like layer by layer. I would just like rip it off and then because
Wait,
it has like
what?
wafer. It has like a little cookie in it, right?
The Twix?
Yeah,
Oh,
I would like.
have never eaten
I would.
like
I
that.
would tear it apart. I always liked eating candy layered like that. I feel like, or like cookie wafers.
Yeah. My
Oh,
sister
yeah.
would sometimes like do that where she would like pick at the chocolate on the outside just to have like
The
the
little
inside.
cookie, because when you saw the cookie, it's like, dang, this is so good.
Not me. The whole thing's going in my mouth.
Yeah, same.
I
Yeah.
think only Reese's I had to eat in like 2 or 3 bites because it was too big. Bless you.
I don't know if I've ever had Three Musketeers
I don't think you'd like it.
or whatever you said.
Milky,
Way,
Way.
Milky
you
Way.
definitely,
You
definitely
wouldn't
wouldn't
like
like that.
it.
I
'cause they
definitely have not
caramel.
tried that.
Snickers.
Maybe I've tried a Snickers.
Really? I
but
feel
I
like-
don't know.
Sam, you need to like experience the
I don't want
experiences
it.
and experience of it.
See, maybe that's also why I'm not scared of like giving my kids their candy because from my personal experience, I literally only liked like 3 types of candy, and the
10
rest of
years
it I
later-
didn't want it.
All her children have diabetes. Diabetes.
Freaking.
If it's unhealthy, though,
Yeah.
like if I see they have an unhealthy obsession with candy, then sure, I'll do
She
something
goes
about
to
it.
the room and
But-
they're like,
Yeah, but like
Passed
I'm
out
the
with
same
wrappers
way.
in their
Like I
hands.
don't care for candy.
Yeah.
Like at work or like just in events, if there's like a bowl of candy, it's probably the last thing I'm grabbing.
Because you're an adult now.
But even growing up, it was
Yeah.
the same concept.
I guess.
I'm still me.
Will you guys check your kids' candy?
Nah.
I'm gonna squeeze some melatonin in there, get their ass to sleep.
Inject some
He's the
melatonin.
one that's putting stuff in the candy. I mean, maybe if I remember.
No, I definitely will. You know my parents.
It's only once a year.
She said, "Oh yeah, we're trick or treating." I forgot.
No, I'll take them trick or treating, but I mean, what if we just go home and they just forget?
Now you'll probably be like, if it's open, don't eat it.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
like, it's on you. This is your responsibility to watch out for yourself.
If you get
Life
roofied,
lesson.
it's not on me.
Look, my kids need to learn to take care of themselves. They can't be dependent on me their whole life.
But really, nobody is drugging candy.
Drugs are too expensive.
Drugs are expensive.
Yeah.
People want to keep their drugs for themselves.
In this climate, in this economy.
Right.
I'll probably check my kids.
Yeah, she's
Dude.
checking them. She's like hiding half of them so they can't get it back.
Have you guys seen that? I think it's Jimmy Kimmel prank where the kids go trick or treating and the day after they like come back to their candy and the parents go like, "I'm so sorry, we were so hungry last night, we ate it all."
And because like,
And some of these kids' reactions are like, "Ah, you stupid parents."
no, the cutest ones were they're like,
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah,
But they're
"It's
like-
okay." Like they're sad.
they're tearing
but
up.
they're
Like you can see the tears. Like,
Like we could share.
no, we ate it all already.
I hope I have kids because
It's
I want to pull
okay.
so many pranks.
Dude.
My kids better be hilarious.
Yeah. If not, I'm sending them back.
I like the pranks where it's like the parent comes in and they're like, "There's a lady over there and her kid that want to fight us. Like, we got to go out there and fight them." And sometimes the kids are like, "What? I don't want to fight." And sometimes they're like, "All right, let me get my shoes."
No, they're like, put your shoes on, but I don't even know them.
Dude, I saw this TikTok too where it said, and he was saying it in Spanish, but it's like, damn, when you're old enough where you're the one that takes the bad child at screaming at the grocery store. Because I don't know if your parents ever did this, but like whenever you would misbehave, your mom would be like, "You see that man over there? I'm gonna tell him to take you."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And in Peru too, the man would like play along with it, like, "Yeah, vámonos, vámonos."
Yeah, no, they would too.
And so he
Mexicans
would
would do that.
cry. But
But
I
then
was
the
like-
TikTok,
the
yeah,
TikTok
I know the one
was
you're talking
like-
about. The guy's like,
the TikTok is like, when it's your turn to be the bad man.
and he's like, "I'm not gonna take you. I don't want you. Don't worry."
And I would play along. I'd be like, "Okay,
Vente.
vámonos."
Dude, I feel like I got that look where they're like,
Yeah, you
that's.
have the good look.
I'm like the
I'd be
scary.
okay, my
I
mom's
don't want to go with
gay.
them. I'll behave.
That's okay. Now that I have that in my mind, if I ever see a mom or dad talking to their kid and they're pointing at me, I'm gonna give them a little smirk, like I leave in handcuffs. No, officer, I swear. In my culture, we do no.
You're definitely the guy they're pointing to at
Yeah.
the grocery store.
No, but I think I vividly remember that happening. It's like, see, I'm on those. No, maybe not to me, but maybe it's like my younger sister because I must have been old enough to remember. But I'd be no, don't take it.
One thing that always like impresses me about little kids is how good their memories are, because they'll remember which houses had the good candy.
Like year over year.
Yeah, like my coworker, he's like in his 40s, 50s. He's not married, doesn't have any kids. And so for Halloween, he just goes all out. He buys the full-size candy bars.
Ooh.
And he was telling me that one time he was just at Kroger grocery shopping, and this random-ass kid comes up to him. He's like, "I know you." And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Yeah, you're the guy that gives out full-size candy bars on Halloween." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, that is me." He's like, "Yeah."
What a good reputation to
Dude,
have.
honestly.
And he's like, this was like July.
He's like, can't wait for you this year. See you later, dude.
But this other coworker was, she told this story how one time she didn't give out full-size candy bars, and she heard this kid walking away like upset, like, "She used to give full-size candy bars."
Dude, that's gotta be the worst.
And she's like, ever since she heard that, she's always always given out
It's
the full
just like
size.
go all out. These kids look up to this like
It's one day.
it's one day, you know? Treat them. What else they got to do? Nothing.
And then take away all their candy and crush their dreams.
She's like, yeah, give them full-size candy bars so I can eat
have
them.
them.
It's still exciting to get the candy and
Yeah.
get like a king size bar.
True, yeah. You're at the front door, you throw it in there. I can't wait to eat that later.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh my god.
You never
The
have it.
worst.
I found the TikTok, guys.
The-
It says when it's your time to become el señor.
Entiende que no. Mira, si no te estás en paz, ese señor que está ahí, si lo ves, te va a llevar.
Si no te calmas, te voy a llevar. ¿Lleve? ¿Quieres venir conmigo?
¿Ya ves? ¿Te quieres ir con el señor?
No, no quiero.
Pues ya cálmate, porque si no te va a llevar. Te tienes que portar bien.
The guy's like smiling.
The one I've seen is a different guy, but he's like, yo no te voy a llevar.
He's trying to be the good guy.
Yeah.
That would be the bad guy. But David would be perfect for
Oh,
that.
I'd play it up. I'm like, pick your favorite snack. Vámonos.
He should just be like, I'll take you to McDonald's. The kid would be like, okay.
Démelo, señora, démelo.
The worst though is when you would go up to a door. Trick or treat. Do you want an apple or an orange? Bro. The fuck
You're
do I
like-
want an apple for? I think that happened like once or twice in my neighborhood. I was like, and I think I remember that house. I was like, this is that crappy old house that gave apples and oranges last
Yeah.
year. Fuck that. We're skipping this house.
What did you say?
Look at all those idiots walking up to that door getting a fruit. Yeah, right.
You know what I'm a hand
I think I got
up.
an orange.
I'm gonna give a toothbrush and a little toothpaste.
That's even
Oh,
worse.
the dentist
That'd be
do
the
that.
dentist.
But is it a cool like toothbrush?
No, I'm
Or is
gonna
it
buy
just
the cheap
regular one?
generic ones.
No, no pues.
All right, what if I give a full-size candy bar taped on the back is a toothbrush and a toothpaste?
That would be cool.
They're like, dang, they're cool, but they're
That
also
would be
a dweeb.
so much work.
I
You
would
know,
do that, honestly.
The first year I move into a house, I'm gonna give out little Bibles so that
Bruh.
no one ever
Oh my
comes
gosh,
back.
I'm not taking my kid there.
Exactly, no one will ever come back after that.
I'm gonna get ahead of the curve. I'm gonna give out whole turkeys. Parents, freeze them up. Save them for Thanksgiving. Just kidding. I'm too broke. For
Is
that.
this the first house? You still have another hour and 50 minutes? Shh, better hurry. That turkey's gonna defrost quick.
No, the turkeys stay frozen forever, dude.
Thick as hell.
I know. I've made
Hey,
a
you made
turkey or
some.
two in my time.
This year we'll leave it to Popeyes. Remember, wasn't
Dude,
that?
those sold out so quiquickly, though.
And they were like $150 or
They
something, right?
Not worth it. Turkey's like 20, 30 bucks.
Mhm.
I'm not going to pay 150. Come on.
And you don't even get to baste them. Come on.
Do you guys know what you're gonna be for this Halloween? Like what you're dressing up as?
Mm-mm. I
Well,
haven't
we
thought
didn't
about
even have plans for Halloween this year.
Yeah, we don't. We
Are
can
we
go
doing
trick
a
or
crawl
treating.
or no?
We're not going to go trick or treating. We could do the crawl, but she doesn't want to. Didn't you say that?
No,
I'm pretty sure you said you didn't want to do the crawl.
I don't remember that.
Do you want to do the crawl?
No,
Exactly.
Just kidding.
What about a Halloween party?
I just
Whose?
don't think anybody would come.
Well, we don't need a lot of
We
people.
can just do the crawl.
We just need people to have fun with.
Let's just do the crawl.
Because it wasn't that expensive. Even if
Isn't
we
it
don't.
free
do.
this year?
Well, if you guys did the survey I sent you, then you get your ticket for free.
I did.
Actually, the other week when we were talking about like spooky movies, I did have 2 questions I didn't get to ask. Have you guys ever seen the movie 28 Days Later?
No.
Yes.
I don't think so.
But it's a zombie one.
It's
or
a
something,
zombie
right?
The
one.
zombie one, yeah.
Mhm.
I've heard good things about it though.
That one's probably one of the like scariest zombie movies
Mhm.
like out there.
Isn't that one where they like run full speed and shit like that?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so fucked up.
Can you
If zombie-
imagine? Do you think you would survive a zombie apocalypse? Or
See, it depends.
Okay.
Like, if it's like 28 Days Later zombies,
Uh-huh.
hell no. Because in that movie, it was like you just had to touch the blood. Like, the blood just had to come in contact with like your cut or whatever. And then you're like, or I think even if you like swallowed the blood, you just
Yeah,
turn
well,
into a
yeah.
zombie.
it's not like airborne, but
Yeah.
it's as long if it gets within
It's like an
your
STD.
DNA, yeah.
Whereas like the zombies in like Resident Evil are like walking so slow. And as long as you don't get caught by a mob of them, yeah, you can just walk around them.
Yeah.
Fuck no, I'm dying ASAP. I don't think I would survive. Mm-mm.
I think I would make it further than I would think.
I would
But
try
I
my
would die.
hardest to survive.
Hmm?
You would try your hardest to survive.
Yeah,
Well, I think everyone
and get
would
out
try.
of the city, go to the country.
That's a smart idea.
Hmm.
But what about food?
I gotta start
You
gardening.
grow it.
Yeah.
Start gardening.
Yeah.
She's just gotta go a whole month without
He
eating.
Look,
just has seeds on him.
Because what do they do in the movies? They all try to go to the like
Grocery
safe
store.
safe spots. You know, I'm
Mhm.
just gonna break into the neighborhood, see what's in the cabinets, and just hide out in an attic or something,
Yeah.
eating my ramen and beans.
And you're saying that's a bad idea?
No, that's a good idea.
Oh.
Like people like evacuating their house to try to like go to the safe places. I
Like a
think.
shelter
Gotcha.
or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then they get overrun.
If you had like
Exactly.
a bunker, you could fill it up with maruchan ramen.
Yeah. I don't have
Hella
a
beans and
bunker, though.
rice.
Yeah.
They sell those like
Um,
emergency buckets of like 365 days worth of emergency food. I've seen the deals on Amazon. I've thought about
Oh
it.
my gosh.
I've thought about it.
Prepare for the worst.
In case, just in case.
All right. Have you guys ever seen the movie Zombieland?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
No.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Cultured swines.
That one is a zombie movie, but it's also a comedy. Bill Murray's in it.
Wait, what scary movie are we watching this weekend?
Oh, are we
Oh,
watching
shit, are
a
we
scary
doing that?
movie this weekend?
Yeah, Hereditary.
Can
Either
we watch something
Hereditary.
else? I don't want to watch that movie.
Fine. What about? Have you guys seen all the Annabelles?
No,
No.
none of them.
What about Insidious?
I've seen Insidious 1 for sure, maybe the second.
Let's do Annabelle.
Well, don't we have to start from the Conjurings?
No.
Ooh, I might have seen The Conjuring.
Because isn't the Conjuring and the Nun and Annabelle all like in the same universe?
But you can watch them separately.
Yes.
Like you don't have
Oh,
to like.
I thought they were chronological. I heard someone say they were like,
they
they follow a story.
are, but like
I think
you
they
don't
like
have to
tie
watch
into
them
each
all.
Right,
other.
right.
but
Oh,
you
like
don't
Marvel.
have
I'll look
to
it
watch
up to
them
see
all.
like in what chronological order.
Honestly, I'd
But
be
the newest ones are like technically the most
earliest.
the earliest.
The
So
right, like
that's why I'm
prequels. Oh, gotcha. Like, would we watch them in the release order? Or
let's
in
do
the...
release order.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you can really watch them in any order because they're like independent. But like
Mhm.
if you watch one and then you watch another one, you'd be like, oh, that's
that
where they
reference.
referenced it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, have you
And-
seen some of the Conjurings and stuff?
I've seen The Conjuring. I've seen The Nun. I've seen Annabelle.
Oh,
We
dang. I was
watched The
curious.
Nun last year.
I tried to watch The Conjuring
watched it
too, but it
together.
was so boring and I kind of fell
We
asleep.
watched it together?
Yeah.
Was
I
I
think
there?
you were there.
Yes, you were there.
Where did we watch it? Here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Downstairs.
How does it go?
There's a nun.
There's like a convent, and at least one nun has to be praying at all times to keep them safe.
Oh, yeah, I forget.
With the lights off.
Wait, so we're gonna do a scary movie marathon now?
No, we don't have to do a marathon.
Because you guys were talking about chronological order and blah blah blah.
Sounds like I didn't
thought
sign
we
up
were
for this.
watching one movie.
Okay, we could do two.
Well, yeah, because we've already seen The Nun, so let's watch The
Yeah.
Okay.
Conjuring and Annabelle
Yep.
Okay. I
With
would.
the lights off.
at noon. Okay,
No. 7 p.m.
okay. With the
With the one lamp on?
I'll put one lamp on.
No. Do you not know what all lights off means?
What if we do all lights off, the other room
What's
light on
gonna
because it
happen?
comes through the
What-
little crack?
What is gonna happen if the lights are
I'm
all
not
off?
opposed to watching it in the dark.
Okay.
Dun, dun,
What's
dun.
gonna happen, Sam?
I just want the light on. Okay.
We'll get a
I
night
can't
light.
be afraid of the dark.
I'll bring a night light.
When I was little, I always slept with my light like halfway on, too.
Oh, you
growing
had a
up.
dimmer, right?
Yeah, I had a
Mm.
dimmer light, so it was always like in the
I
midpoint.
just had a nightlight.
I remember when I went to college, I think that was like the first time I was sleeping in complete darkness. It was like scary at
You were
first. I had
shook?
to get used to it. Now I always sleep in complete darkness.
See, my mom tricked me to sleep in the dark.
Tricked you.
Yeah, because I always slept with the light on.
All the way?
And not all the way, but like at least kind of on or like dimmed.
Yeah, the dim with
Yeah.
the dim light.
And then one day my mom was like, oh, I just read this study that if you sleep in the dark, there's this like vitamin that your body produces and it only works when it's completely dark. And I was like, oh, well, I got to do what's best for my body. So then from then on, I was like, complete darkness. I'm okay with that.
At what age?
Probably like
21.
it's probably like 8 or something.
What the heck?
Dang,
seven.
Asuka was reading Men's Health at 8? The hell?
She never told me that. I was like 17 years old with the dim light.
Damn, she's like, this is a lost cause. Her body's not producing any melatonin.
I had one other zombie movie.
Okay.
Have you guys ever watched Night of the Living Dead?
Yes.
Nope.
Is that an old one?
1968. Yeah, 1968. So when we were watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre last week, I was thinking of that movie at the end because I'm like, oh, what if it has like an ending like that one? Because the way that movie ends, The Night of the Living Dead, so like the premise is this town is like all the dead people are like reanimating and then they're like killing other people and then those people turn into zombies. And there's this group of survivors trying to like make it through the night and they all die except one guy. He makes it through the night. And what happens is like the people from like the neighboring towns all like, because they're in the US, they all got guns, they all come to the town and just start shooting all the zombies. And so in the morning the guy's like sees these people and he's like standing in this house window and he's like, hey, I'm here, I'm alive, and they shoot him right in the head.
Dude.
And it's like they're like, yep, we got that zombie, and it's like he was the last survivor and no one will know about their story.
Wait,
That
so they just knew that there was
Zombie.
I mean, they still know there were zombies there.
Yeah.
Or you just don't know the story of like what they went through and what.
Yeah,
Is
like
that what
the
you're
when you watch this whole movie of these people that like are trying to survive the night, and
gotcha.
then like
So nobody knows the story of those people.
exactly.
Dang, that's a very similar ending to like. Have you all seen The Mist?
Yeah. Well, I've
No.
seen the ending. I know that.
Dude, the ending is so fucked. No, you haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
We should watch that movie at some
Yeah,
point.
I would
It's a
watch
really
it.
good movie.
Is it a scary movie?
Kind
It's kind of scary. It's
Like a
it's like
sci-fi
a thriller.
thriller.
Yeah, it's more like sci-fi, but it's a really cool premise.
It kind of like Cloverfield.
Never seen it, but I've seen trailers.
Oh.
I didn't really like Cloverfield because I'm just like I don't know what it is.
Yeah. It's not shot the same way, like a documentary style, but it's like the same kind of idea where it's like these monsters are around.
Right? Yeah.
Mm.
It's a similar to like a Bird Box thing.
Yeah.
Too, in that same vein of sci-fi.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like Bird Box.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
Have
in
you
house, actually. It was
guys seen the
good.
Bird Box España? I think it is.
Is it
No,
like
I
a
haven't.
sequel?
It's like a sequel, but it's like what was happening in the U.S. one, but like in Spain.
Ooh, and is it all in Spanish?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh. Shit, I would want. I really enjoyed Bird Box. I feel like people were like, it was a corny movie, but I'm like, what the heck? I thought
Right,
it was
I
great.
thought it was so good.
And I love Sandra Bullock, so it was great
And
to
she
see her
was
back
good.
in action.
I still have to watch it.
I would watch it again. I have a zombie movie though.
What do you got?
Have you guys seen Warm Bodies?
I have not.
Warm
I
Bodies.
haven't.
I know which one it is.
It's not
You
like
know
a
what it's
scary
about?
movie.
Yeah.
Is it a funny?
It's about this girl that falls in love with the zombie.
Right.
Bruh.
And
It's
then
not scary.
their love turns him back human.
Really?
Like
Oh,
they're at
like
the
he
movie,
becomes a warm body?
he's becoming more and more human as they hang out more.
Dang,
Yeah,
wouldn't
I've
that
seen
be
that
nice?
one.
The Power of Love. Is it like a rom-com type thing? Or is it a scary?
Yeah, and then
I think it's like a rom
the
com.
summary is, in a nutshell, amusing, horrific, and romantic.
Sounds about right.
It actually got 81% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, snap.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Certified fresh right there.
Yeah, that's surprising actually, because I kind of don't remember it being like fantastic.
Was it like a Netflix movie or is it like
No.
just
No,
regular
I
movie?
saw it in theaters, but I do think it's on Netflix
Okay.
now, so we
Yeah,
could
'cause
watch it.
I remember seeing the trailers of it when it
Like-
came out.
How long? What year did it drop?
Forever ago.
2013,
Oh shit!
I believe.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
that was forever. That was literally forever ago.
It was literally 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I think I watched it in high school, like at the theater.
We should watch an old scary movie. Have you guys seen The Crows or The Birds? I think it's
No.
Hitchcock.
No.
Have you guys watched
It's-
Jeepers Creepers?
Nope.
Scary,
No.
traumatized. No, never seen it, but
I've seen like parts of it. I've never watched it all.
I used to have Jeepers Creepers on DVD.
you would, dude.
And
The hell's
whenever
wrong
I
with
would
you?
get ready for school, I would put it on.
What the hell is wrong with you, dude?
It's a good movie.
Have you guys seen
It's
Alien?
a kid movie. What?
It's a good movie.
Have you guys seen
Oh,
Alien?
they said it's a kid movie.
Alien,
Yeah.
like the Alien versus Predator
Yes,
No,
movies.
but
I
I've heard
have.
it's really
Alien.
good.
Not Alien versus Predator. The
But
Alien.
the first Alien.
OG one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that Ridley Scott?
Yes.
Is it with the crops?
The Crabs.
Yeah.
No.
Show
You mean
me.
that's called Signs?
Signs. That's what
No,
I'm
yeah.
thinking. Alien. What's the one where it's kind of like cartoonish and the aliens come down and start killing everyone and they have like big
I know what you're
heads?
talking about, but I forget what it's called.
I always forget what the name of that movie is.
Goofy ass looking.
Is it
aliens.
Men in Black?
No. And they go like,
Yeah, yeah, I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
I've never seen any of the Alien versus Predators.
Was it was just Alien.
But it's from that franchise.
It was like
Yeah.
the OG. It was the first movie.
There
right?
was an Alien movie, and then there was a Predator
Yeah.
movie, and then
And they
like
crossed over.
after like the fourth Alien movie and the second Predator movie, they're like, let's do Alien versus Predators.
Let's let 'em
So
meet.
I still consider it all the same universe,
Yeah.
the same Alien versus Predator genre.
Yeah. I would say
But
Alien has
originally-
an argument for being like a standalone.
Yeah.
Because when it came out, everyone was like, "Whoa, this movie's great." I've heard a lot of really good.
Yeah,
things
because
about it,
originally they
actually.
were like separate movies. I think it's just Alien was a really good
So
movie
successful,
that
probably.
that they're like, let's just make another one.
just give them the green light to make more.
And then what? Predator had Predator had Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
You forgot who he was.
No, I
He's like one of the most memorable actors. I feel.
know it's him, but I couldn't remember if he was in the movie or not, or if it was someone else. I think I was getting it mixed up with Sylvester Stallone and Rambo. Because I think that those two movies came out around the same time, and they're like, "Oh, who's the better action star?"
All right.
David, it's Mars Attack.
Yeah,
And they look like the
corny as hell. Big
It's a
ass
good
brain.
movie. It's a funny good movie too.
No, you know what movie we gotta watch?
Ma, ma, ma.
Monster House.
Monster House is
The
a good
cartoon
movie.
one?
Yeah.
I love Monster House.
I've seen that movie so much because you know how like as a kid you're like really into specific movies.
Yeah.
My younger brother was really into that movie. The last like maybe not last year, but like the Halloween before that, and then just like it was on Netflix, so he would just throw it on all the time.
I always thought that like the animation, like they looked a little like
Goofy.
unsettling. Yeah. But anytime it was on Cartoon Network, I'm like, let's watch it.
It's a good movie. It's actually a
Yeah.
very good story.
Monster House?
Yeah.
I think I seen it once, but I don't remember it much, and people love it and swear by it.
Oh,
Coraline.
it's a good movie.
Coraline. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Oh,
Have you guys
it's
seen
just
that?
creepy.
I feel like I tried watching it once and I got bored and I stopped paying attention.
Okay,
Yeah.
some people probably just grew
Monster
up on
House
it,
is
but
better.
I really liked Monster House. But I
Cause
want
I-
to watch Coraline one.
Because I watched that like as a kid, but it was so young that I don't remember it.
Mhm. I feel like that's what happened with me too, but I feel like I also remember not being enticed by it.
Yeah. Well, because I see the character and I'm like, oh, she
It
looks.
looks cool.
I like that animation. I like it. Looks cute. I want to watch this movie and like it. And then I
Mhm.
put it on once. I
was
don't
like,
even
ah.
remember like any of the plot or like
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm
or
like
watching
I have,
any of it. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
think I must have gotten bored and just been
Just
on my
like-
phone.
Turn it off.
The other movie that's I have the same feeling about as Coraline, like that same feeling that you just described is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, I love that
Oh.
movie.
Where it's
With
like
Jack Skellington
yeah.
and
Because I've
I
never
also-
seen it,
Yeah.
but I know it's like a really well known movie.
I think I watched it for the first time last year and like all the way through and I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh,
I can see
yeah.
what you mean that it is like, yeah, you just get bored of it, but I wanted to like watch it and pay attention. So
It's also one of those
I'm
ones where
happy I
it's
saw it
like
because it's like a classic.
I don't know if I saw it a long time ago and forgot about it, or I've just seen so many clips of it and people talking about it every year, where I'm like, I've seen it, but I haven't seen it. You know,
Yeah.
like a forced memory.
Have you guys seen Corpse Bride?
Is that the
Mm,
sequel?
No.
No,
Oh,
it's
it's-
unrelated, but it's Tim Burton's
Same- yeah,
You
too.
guys
Tim
have
Burton, Tim
never seen it? It's such a good one. We have to watch it. I feel like you like it, Sam.
I feel like I
What-
would if I pay
Animation
attention.
Is it
I don't
also
know.
an animated movie?
It is.
It's like the
Okay.
same style.
Yeah, the same
Same
style. That's why
Tim
some
Burton.
people like think that the character like it's
Mhm.
they're crossing over, but it's different movies. They just
Oh.
like very similar style.
I love it.
You know what's a good movie?
What
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
We watched that last year.
yeah.
did I watch that too?
I think you might have been here for part of it. I don't know
Part
if
of
you
it,
stayed
'cause-
for the whole thing.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, I think I've only seen part of it.
Yeah.
What other movies would come up whenever it would be like October time?
What about the one where he makes people into pies? Isn't that a spooky movie?
Into what?
Into pies?
Yeah.
I don't know what movie that is.
It
Are
has
you talking about Chicken
Johnny
Run?
Depp.
Oh,
Haven't seen it.
Halloween Town. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
have you guys? Oh yeah,
I
because
wasn't
you
a
guys
Disney
weren't
kid.
Disney kids. Halloween Town was great. I loved Halloween Town.
We just watched, what's it called? The Sisters?
Hocus
second one?
Pocus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kid
We just
movie.
watched the first one last year because the second one
Sisters?
came out.
Oh.
Sweeney
I
Todd.
don't think I've seen any of those.
Oh, I've heard of that movie, but I've never seen it.
The
There's a
Demon
musical,
Barber
too.
of Fleet Street.
Yeah, we should
Demon
watch
Barber
that.
or Fleet
Yeah, I'd watch
Street.
that.
Oh yeah, it's a musical horror.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Let's definitely watch that.
I
Forget The
don't wanna watch it.
Conjuring. Let's watch Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney
No,
Todd.
I don't want to watch that.
You never want to watch what we pick. So,
Are you kidding me? I always let you guys pick, and I'm
And then
fine
you
with
sleep.
yeah,
it.
but you don't watch it.
Boom.
What?
That's
name
why
one.
I said you never want to watch what we pick.
Okay, name one. But I always watch it.
Next time we watch a
No,
movie
you
and
fall
we
asleep.
pick, we gotta get her Celsius so she's energized.
Doesn't
What's
work
the
'cause
last
she
movie
won't
you just
drink it.
watched?
The
Yeah,
Texas
movie.
Chainsaw.
Well, you
I was
picked-
awake.
You picked Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we all stayed awake.
At one point, you're like, "Wow, everyone's on their phones," and we're like, "We're scared."
We were like, at least we're not asleep.
She was like, "Wow."
What was the movie? I think you stayed awake during The Little Mermaid. That was a
Yeah.
good job.
Mm-hmm. I've been getting better.
And then I think it was Hot Chick that you wanted me to watch, and then you fell asleep during it.
She
And
was
I watched
awake.
the whole thing.
She was awake during Legally Blonde too.
Yeah, Legally Blonde.
Yeah, the second one. You stayed
Ya
awake for
ves?
that. Okay, but what else did you fall asleep during?
I don't know.
Super bad.
Super
Super
bad.
bad.
And that was your pick, technically, too, right?
No, that was his pick.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
But there's another one that we were watching that you kept waking up and pretending to like be watching so you would laugh and then you would fall back asleep.
I think it was super bad.
She did that
No,
during
it
Super Bad.
wasn't. I think it was a different one. Because I think it was just me and you watching it. I was like, she really thinks she's getting away with
She's
this.
slick. She thinks she's slick.
I don't know. There's so many movies. It's just it's so warm in your house. And I get so I get so cozy.
So you're not allowed to sit on the futon anymore.
You're gonna have
Gotta
to
sit on
in
the
this
floor.
chair. No, you're gonna have to sit on a stool.
Yeah.
No back.
That would be terrible.
You know, I watched Hubie Halloween last year. It's on Netflix with Adam Sandler. And it was
Mhm.
really good.
What's it called?
Hubie Halloween. Because
Never heard
like
of her.
his name is Hubie in the movie.
Hubie.
We should watch that. Or you guys should watch it. It's like for kids too, but it's like entertaining and has some twists and turns in it.
Adam Sandler.
And Adam
Big
Sandler.
fan.
Wait, I mentioned this earlier, but have you guys watched Resident Evil?
No.
No.
Like the
No.
first one. I remember, what was it? It was on PlayStation. Because it was a PlayStation at Grandma's house, so I guess it was
PlayStation
like
1?
yeah. So I guess it was like our aunt's PlayStation, but my uncle or our uncle Felix would play Resident Evil. I don't remember if it was Resident Evil 1 or 2, but I remember it's like the one that's like set in with the in the universe Raccoon City, and you're like
Yeah.
in the city killing zombies, and I'm like remember thinking like, man, this game is so scary. And like I see it now, I'm like, man, those graphics
Yeah.
are not scary.
Corny.
Yeah.
It's so real, and they're just like pixels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was saying about the photo earlier that you guys were looking at on Facebook. Say back in the day, we're like, dang, this photo came out so good. Our outfits look on
Yes.
point. And now we look at it, we're like, dang, gritty as hell.
Yeah, the quality's
Zooming
so
in, it's like, what the
bad.
heck? iPhone 3. Jeez.
Sheesh.
No, yeah, I think which phone was it? I think it might be the 12. The first time where I was like, dang, this phone can take some really good pictures in the dark.
Okay.
Because there'll be like pictures where I'm like, oh yeah, it's getting really dark, and then you take it and it's like, oh, it looks like it's 5 p.m. in the picture, but it's
Because of a night
sunset.
mode,
Yeah.
the night
Right.
feature.
I don't know. I think I've dropped my phone too many times. And it's like, I feel like my thing's a little cloudy. I always have to wipe it off before I take photos.
Yeah.
I think I'm
for sure.
overdue for a new phone. But the new 15 dropped. So I might get the 14 since it's cheaper.
Yeah.
the 15 drop, so I'm gonna get the 14.
One of these years, I'll get the iPhone of the year.
They come up with a new one every year,
Every
so
year.
no
Right,
worries.
it's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Well, these new ones are gonna have a different charger now too, so it's like
What?
They're just gonna
Again?
be
they have the USB-C,
USB-C.
which is like becoming more common,
Oh.
Yeah.
which is kind of cool, like, especially if you have a new Mac, because that's what it uses as a charger.
Mhm.
But I'm like, if I get the 14, then I can still keep all my cables.
My next Apple purchase will be an Apple Watch.
Mm.
I just want this one to fucking die. I can't get a new one because like nothing's wrong with this one, and this one's the second generation,
Get the new
so
one.
it's hella old.
I'll give you $35 and you give me that one.
Then
It's
why?
rose gold,
Then why do you want a new
So?
one if it
So?
works fine?
huh?
Why do you want a new one if it works fine?
Because
New
this one's
features?
so old. I want new features, and I actually use my Apple Watch a lot.
But what features are different?
I don't know, Oscar. I just want it.
She's like,
She
"No,
just
no,
wants
no."
the newest thing.
Because like
There's
I'm,
nothing wrong with it.
because I'm like, I'm very content with mine. I mean, I'm it's not as old as yours.
I say you have like the 6th one.
But it's like
She has
even then,
2.
I'm like, I could probably have this for another like 5-10 years and not need another one.
Yeah.
That's like, I kind of want to get one of the new iPads or iPad minis, but I'm like, I don't know if I would actually
You're not
use it all
gonna
like
use
that.
So
it.
what would you do on an iPad?
Uh-huh.
You're right.
Watch videos, scroll Twitter, scroll
You could
Instagram.
do that on your phone.
Right.
No, I would get the Apple Pencil and tell myself I would start drawing, but I
No,
probably
you
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
Have you
You
ever
don't know
been
me.
a drawer?
Yeah.
Did you even like art in high school?
I loved it
Sure.
when I
Mostly-
was forced to do it.
because I had a crush on one of the girls that was in the art class. But
Oh
that's
my
besides the
gosh.
point. No, actually, there was a period where I was drawing Naruto characters before anime was cool. So, yeah, I got bullied for it. So what?
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was debating about getting the 15 this year, but there's nothing wrong with my 12. Like the 12 works great. Like it works great into like I remember I had this iPhone 7 for a long time,
Mhm.
and I remember after a while I'm like, yeah, my phone doesn't work like everyone else's. But like
Right.
I have the 12 Pro, and I'm like, yeah, this is like not that much different than the 13 or the 14. And the other thing that really like kind of made me not want to get that 15 is that I heard that the USB-C that they have this year charges at the same speed as like their normal charging. So I'm
Uh-huh.
like,
it's like not even fast
Yeah.
charging or anything like that. See, what is it? Yeah, my battery health, I think I'm at like 80% or whatever. So it's
Mhm.
like
That's
getting
still
around.
pretty good though.
Oh, is it?
yeah.
I feel like that was
For-
around when you would need to get it like swapped out.
Oh wait, well, what phone do you have?
I have the 11, so it's a couple years back.
But I feel like for a phone that old, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
true. And I always have it plugged in because of like work, and I always charge it at night. So,
What is it? What's yours? Your battery health?
I think it was around 80. I can't find it in my settings right now. Let me see. Oh, 77%.
Oh, mine's at 88.
Mine's at 85.
Sam,
Mine is at 87.
I win.
What was yours? 88?
88.
Which one do you have?
I think the 12.
And what do you have, Sam? 13 Pro?
Mm-hmm.
A ver. Oh no, I have the 13 Pro Max.
Well, I'll tell you what I told Marisol Oscar. Get the new iPhone 15 and I'll give you $35 for that iPhone
His
12.
is all scratched up. He doesn't have a case on it.
Wait, is it actually cracked?
Yeah, he doesn't
Oh,
even
man.
have like a
It's-
screen protector.
It's scratched, but
No, he's actually taking very good care of
No,
it for
look
how.
at it closely. Look by the camera. Sorry, I've seen your phone.
Yeah, it is.
Roasted.
No, but
Scratched.
literally, but for you haven't had a case since you had it, right?
correct.
That's crazy good. What is it, like 2 or 3 years now?
What is it? Because we're on the 15 now, so yeah, it'd be 3 years.
Dude, that's actually not bad at all.
Because the only bad thing about my phone right now is that one of the cameras has a
Mhm.
crack on it.
I wonder why.
So when I take pictures, and the lighting comes in a
It's
certain way, it's like a glare. Like it's like
It's
like
like
when you
fogged
squint
up.
your eyes.
Yeah.
And so it like that's the only bad thing. Otherwise, if there's no like super bright lights, I mean the pictures
Mhm.
come out
Do you
fine.
just not like how bulky it feels when you have a case on it?
Yes.
We've gone through this. I hate
Have
this
we?
conversation.
Really?
With why he doesn't have a phone case?
I don't remember this conversation.
I like how it feels in my hand, and
He thinks
yes,
it's better
with the
than us.
case, it's too much in my pocket. Like,
But
I'd
you-
rather
okay,
save
yeah.
space.
It's so sexy too.
Okay.
It's like, why have a nice phone if I can never touch it?
Because
But-
now you got a cracked lens.
Like, you don't
I
put
have to take a picture a certain way, otherwise the picture's like if you squint one eye.
Yeah, that's
Why
only
not-
one camera.
Why not protect the nice things that you buy?
You spend so much money on it.
It's just like I've just been too lazy to fix it. Like, if I got it fixed, there would be no issue with it.
But you wouldn't have to fix it if you just bought like a $10 case.
Not
That's
necessarily.
not true. Sometimes, like I had a case on it the whole time, and I had a glass screen protector, and it still somehow cracked on
Like,
the actual screen from
yeah,
dropping
like-
it
Yeah, but
randomly.
you'd be dropping your shit.
I do be dropping mine. I'm not gonna.
Maybe you
I'm
need
not
to get
gonna
a
do that.
better case.
Because like you could drop it like somewhere that's not even, like on gravel, and
And it'll
yeah,
fuck your shit
it
up.
doesn't matter what the case is because if the rock hits it at that angle, it's
But
still
the
gonna crack.
chances of it being safer in the case is better than like you not having it in the case.
Yeah, of course.
That's just a
Anyways.
risk he's willing to take.
Mhm. And
Damn,
for 3 years,
Oscar.
I feel like he's come out not too shabby on it.
Yeah, like I don't have a spider web crack on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Dang, Marisol's judging hard.
She's giving him some bad juju.
No, he just needs a case.
She's just like, he's gonna be like, oh, I cracked my phone today. She's like, ya ves? Where she's just waiting for the day.
But there's been so many times where like I've dropped it like on the concrete
And
or
you're
like
like,
on the blacktop, and I'm like, oh, it's it. This is it.
This is
And then I
it.
pick it up. I'm like, oh no, it's fine.
Dude,
Oh, I hate those feelings.
I was chilling in a parking lot once, and the car next, I always chill with like, the window down, and the car next to me was like some girl and her mom went to a restaurant or whatever, and she's getting into the passenger side, and I hear her phone fall, and then she picks it up and gets in the car, and I just hear her go and then show it to her mom, and I was like, damn, I wonder how badly cracked that thing is.
So
was so bad.
sad.
Rip.
Oh,
Not sponsored by Apple.
I wish.
Leo
I
still
wish.
has an iPhone 8.
Oh, wow.
Dude, he's
How
got the
is-
home button.
He's got the button.
I want to see what his battery health is.
That boy's like 42.
Pobrecito, when is he getting a new phone? He needs to get one.
We've asked him before, like, do you want a new phone for Christmas? And he's like, no, I'd rather have this other stuff. And he'll have like a whole list of stuff he
That's
wants
Oh,
so
instead of
Leo.
a
What a
phone.
Leo
funny.
thing to do.
And it's like Patagonia sweaters.
What a white boy.
He's like, why would I want a new phone when I could just get fresh?
Yeah. Because I asked him last year and I was like, I could give you like money towards a phone. And he's like, I'd rather have this stuff on this list.
He's
I'm
like,
like, okay.
Keep your money. Get me the stuff. Save me the trouble. See, like, I know obviously I could still stick with this. And I was doing the math the other day, actually, since I was like, let me shop around for a little bit. And because I technically have a crack on it, like some stores are like, oh, we'll give you like $65 for your phone. I'm like, at that point, I should just keep it and use it as like an iPod. Like,
But
have,
you're
like-
not going to use it. You
You'd
might
be
as well
surprised.
just get the $65.
Nah.
But it's still good to have it as like a backup.
I was
Well,
gonna
especially
say,
since I could have one, like if I'm driving or like dashing, I can have one as like the music player, and that way the other one isn't making ding 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 sounds the whole time.
Yeah, like I could definitely see me having this 12 as a backup for a long time because it works so well.
And I did pay to get that was the other thing. I have the 128 gigs, and they were still only giving me like, that felt disrespectful. I was like, come on, bro. This is a lot of memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never do the trade-in phone
Heck
thing.
no.
I used to always, but I feel like it's no. I
Would you
mean,
just give it to your siblings?
Well, my old one I did. I gave it to Bella. But I guess I also couldn't trade in some of my phones because they were like too
Too old?
broken.
Oh.
Like they had water damage, and it was like
Oh.
they can't do anything with that.
right.
Yeah, I feel like it's so common for people to do trade in, but to me, it never made sense. I'm like, it doesn't seem like you're getting that much of a benefit.
Because you're getting 1 year's worth of use, and they're paying you maybe like 60% of its value,
Yeah.
and then they're probably making that money when they sell it again. So I'm just like, I should just keep it.
Yeah,
I just know if I keep it, it's going to stay in my drawers forever.
like I guess that's the only good thing about it is that it gets it off your hands, but
But it doesn't take up that much space. They can stay in
Yeah.
my drawer. That's
Yeah.
fine.
See, I'm not.
I still have iPod touches
You're
from
a
back in the day.
hoarder.
That's having a small phone is not hoarding. I mean, plus
Right.
I didn't do that. I gave it to my sister.
Yeah.
But like, I'm
But
pretty
if you
sure my
didn't have a little
parents would do
sister.
that with their old phones.
Yeah.
For
And
me,
nowadays-
it also made sense because I've broken many phones, so I've had to like one time I broke a phone, and luckily Jocelyn had her old one, so she let me use it for like a year.
Mm.
See, that's what I was just about to say. Like, even if it's sitting collecting dust, if for whatever reason one day you break your phone, your main phone, and you need a phone quick, and you don't have like whatever, you don't want to
Yeah.
spend money on a new phone, you could have. Sure,
Yeah.
it'd be older and slower, maybe. but-
Even like
Damn,
my
how many phones
iPhone,
have you guys broken?
even my iPhone 3, I think I ended up giving it to Lisbeth when I got a new one. Like I gave it to someone else to use.
Right.
Yeah, worst case scenario, I can grab
Like-
my iPhone 7. I know where it's at.
Yeah, but
It's-
I'd rather like give it to someone that can use it than get $60 for it.
Yeah.
For Apple, yeah.
All right, I think that's enough iPhone talk and enough
Yeah.
Scouty movie talk. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.